was a night owl. I'm always up late, so I figured I'd do a quick live. Not too long though, because I kind of tired to keep fighting with all these haters. But I'll do a quick one. I just want to keep my message, vocal and out there for my retail brothers and sisters to hear. I'm going to keep pushing it. I'm going to push it hard. Push, push. You know that song, remember? In the BUSH. Um, it's really not a complicated thing. I really think that if I reach rational people, if I reach, logical people, for instance, like young Kuda, how you doing, brother? This is a very smart person. This is a very rational person, and he gets it. The thing is that I got to get a large audience. That's just like young Kuda. That's what we got. This is really not rocket science. Like, honestly, look, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure this out. A lot of people are trying to blame me for AMC. They're trying to say, listen, why should we listen to you? I had every reason to believe, just like everyone did, that AMC had the potential, okay, to have a MOAS. But see, now looking back on it, it seems to me that this might have been a setup. It seems to me that Adam Aaron knew his company was going bankrupt and hired a couple of YouTubers. My opinion is Trey, Matt the Weasel Cause. Again, I'll say it's alleged to kind of like promote this whole concept, AMC to $100,000 plus. And the reason why it was so believable is because for the first time in history, GameStop, okay, beat Melvin. Like, in other words, retail investors, it was like the first time this ever happened in history, actually beat the hedge funds. And it just started becoming, this universal belief that we could do it again and we could do it on a much bigger level. But you see, that was it. It was like a one time deal. After GameStop, see, they weren't prepared. That's what happened. What happened to GameStop? They weren't ready. They weren't prepared. Once it happened, okay, the SEC, I envisioned them having a meeting with Gary Gensler, with the DTCC, with FINRA, and they all probably sat down and they came up with every single potential stop sign to stop this from happening. And that's what I believe. Okay, because isn't it like ironic? Think about it. Like, kind of like right after all of this happened, we just saw this major decline in AMC. Like, it was on fire, AMC was on fire. Then all of a sudden it just went down and it never really came, it never recovered. It never recovered. $73 all the way down to pennies. And it never recovered. And I find this very hard to believe because we had a very strong movement where everybody was holding with diamond balls of steel, and I was in contact with a lot of apes, and no one was selling. I mean, seriously. I mean, again, I'll say it's alleged. I can't prove this, but yet the stock kept falling and falling and falling and falling, and then you see the FTDs. Then you see that we're in the threshold, list for over 2 months, and it just seems like there's something rotten there. There was something rotten, and the thing is that the Department of Justice says, well, they're going to investigate. They never investigated. What happened? They said they were going to investigate everyone connected to Melvin. What happened with that? How come Ken Griffin was never investigated? So, unfortunately, this is what the problem is. Okay. You can't win a system where the people who are supposed to protect you, like the SEC, like, Gary Gensler, seem to be on the side of the enemy. They seem to be on the side of the hedge funds. So my whole message to you is this. We saw what happened with this. We all got screwed. We all got like effed. I call it football, which is effed up beyond all recognition. So what do you do now? Like, what? So see, that's the $1 million question, right? What's the next step? To repeat the whole process all over again? You know what I mean? To go into other stocks and expect a different result, or to maybe say to yourself, you know something, this industry is rigged. The stock market is rigged and you can't win. I always think of the movie Rocky Four. Remember with Adrian? She says, Rock, you can't win. He did win, Ivan Drago, but But that's what she said. I just don't see, look, I don't see the stock. I just feel the stock market is too rigged. And I just feel like we would be, like, here's an example. Let me just give you the flip side of the coin. I'm trying to make this so easy, right, that a 6-year-old can understand it. The $350 billion that we lost, I'm talking all of us, me, you, all retail investors. We lost $350 million in 2022. Let's imagine that by some miracle, we didn't invest in the stock market. We just didn't do it, right? And instead, we invested in the casino industry. We invested in online casinos. We invested in sports betting. Do you understand today that we would probably be retail investors, the most powerful, richest people in the entire planet? I'm just trying to make you understand that. I don't understand why people are confused by this. Like we flushed $350 billion down the toilet bowl. We literally gave. I just want you to take a minute and think about this. We gave $350 billion to short sellers, to hedge funds, Citadel. We enriched everybody, and we lost all of that money. And what's crazy is that people still want to do it. That's what I find really like mind-boggling is that people still want to do it. They're like, oh, I found the next great play. I'm listening to Lou with the pig sheets and this and cryptocurrencies, and you're all nuts. Listen, again, I believe in the marijuana industry, but you see, this is what the problem is, Jennifer. Look, the problem is anything that is connected to the stock market, you understand, is connected to a rigged system. It doesn't it doesn't really matter what industry it is. It doesn't matter if it's friggin' marijuana, if it's the movies, if it's games and entertainment, whatever it is. If it's connected to the stock market, it is connected to a rigged system. Hold on one second. Well, there are marijuana stocks. That's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to marijuana stocks. Like Sundial, for instance. But the thing I'm saying to you, Jennifer, is this: people don't really understand what's going on. Okay, Ken Griffin has this whole thing like a monopoly, the stock market. So what happens is that he controls what's called payment for order flow platforms such as Robinhood, Webull. People don't know this. So you open up an account with these brokerages, right? TD Ameritrade, E Trade, Charles Schwab, whatever the case may be. The thing is that every time you buy stock, he makes money. Every time you sell stock, he makes money. And when you're buying stocks, he has the power to take your buy orders and put them in something called the dark pools, where he could just leave them there kind of in limbo, where he doesn't process them. It's crazy. It's like then there's a thing called naked shorting, where there's use of what's called make believe fugazi shares. Like they're not real shares, they're fake. It's like kind of like counterfeit money, where like they could just it's promissory notes. So they could take all these promissory notes, short the stock down to the oblivion, and the best part is they don't even have to pay interest on any of this. Now the thing is, naked shorting technically is supposed to be illegal, but Gary Gensler doesn't seem like he's doing his job. He doesn't care. Maybe because he's on the payroll. Again, we don't know what's going on. I have to say, all of this is alleged, but it just doesn't seem like he cares. He doesn't care. So it's kind of like you ever hear the song Ticket to Ride by the Beatles? You know, Ken Griffin's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride. It's like he's got a ticket to ride to do whatever the fuck he wants. Now, I just got to the point. I don't want to be bothered with that anymore. I mean, listen, it's not worth it. It's a waste of my money. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my effort. And this is the thing. So here's how this whole concept started with me with casinos. I look back in my life, and every time I've invested in real estate, my whole life, I've always made money. Every time my father invested in real estate, he made money. Every time my friends invested in real estate, they made money. Every time my family members invested in real estate, they made. So you start like kind of like seeing a pattern. You start seeing a pattern where everybody who invests in real estate makes money. And then most of the people that you talk to who invest in the stock market lose money. So it's just, you don't have to really be a genius. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. You invest in the stock market, most likely you're going to lose because it's a rigged system. You invest in the real estate market, most likely you're going to win. My mom used to work for the CIA. I know a little bit more than you think. That's good. Well, then you kind of understand exactly what I'm saying. So now here's the thing. If you're going to go into an industry, this is so let's say we all like unanimously agreed that the real estate industry is the way to go. Why not go to the most profitable sector of the real estate industry, and that is the casino industry. The casino, like you, if you have one successful casino, it will outproduce 100 hotels. People don't realize this. Just one successful casino will outproduce 100 hotels. So, in other words, if you're going to go into the industry, the real estate industry, why not go to the top of the top? You understand? You know what I mean? Why just flip houses? Like, why do stuff like that when you could go to a cash generating cow? You could go to stuff like for instance, the money that is being made in Las Vegas, the money that is being made in Macau, okay, in China, the money that is being made in sports betting, the money that is being made in online casinos, which is tremendous. It's already over $100 billion. I just don't see. Now, a lot of people might say, "Well, that sounds unrealistic, right? It's just too much money. You need too much money to enter the casino industry." But it's not true because retail lost $350 billion in 2022. So think about that. Do you know how many casinos could have been bought with that money? Like that money was squandered. $350 billion was squandered. It was literally money that we just gave away because we were robbed in a sense. We were tricked, we were robbed, and that money was just given to hedge funds and given to short sellers. So I'm under the opinion that if we all get organized, this is the key, organized like apes together strong, we could start doing these very large projects. But here's what the problem is that nobody understands. See, you can't, unfortunately, in the very, very beginning, offer anything to anybody unless you have a track record of success. So it's kind of like whenever you're starting something new, anything, you kind of need what's called a prototype. You need that first project that's going to be like the point prover. That's going to be something now people could analyze, they could scrutinize, they could say, okay, let me see how this whole thing was done. Let me see how much it cost to build. Let me see how much money it's bringing in. Let me see this. Let me see the management. Let me see that. So that's why what I'm trying to do is the first project, I want to actually build it myself. You understand? Now, how could I do that? Well, it's basically two ways. With my own money that I do have a substantial, I don't have billions of dollars, but I do have some money. With my work ethic and my hard work on YouTube, I want to build up a very large audience on YouTube, and I am making money on YouTube. Okay. And then the last thing would be what's called super chats. So super chats could be small. They could be $2, $5. Now, granted, they're for entertainment purposes only. You're not actually getting any type of ownership or any interest. But the thing is, by allowing me to build the first project, I now have something real. I have something tangible of which now I could go to a securities firm. I could actually register an offering with the SEC that they'll approve. And now I could get all my ape brothers and my ape sisters involved in the second project, in the third project. In other words, now we could start an empire together. And now you'll actually have something real that you could really take me seriously on. Like right now, we're talking, it's purely conversation. But if you actually saw me complete this project, you're going to take me very seriously. The world is going to take me very seriously. And I believe that we could start a dynasty. We could start an empire together. Here comes all the crazy haters. But you have to understand, listen, in the stock market, Jennifer, Ken Griffin cannot be beat. But if we got organized, okay, and we went into the real estate industry, it has nothing to do with Ken Griffin. Ken Griffin will have absolutely no power over us. This is what I'm trying to make you understand. Gary Gensler will have no power over us. Adam Aaron will have no power over us. Nobody will have any power over us. So the idea is, I think that when we all got together in this movement with AMC, I think we did something very, very smart and very right. We all came together as one ape family, apes together strong. Where we went wrong, we were in the wrong industry. We were in the stock market. We needed to be in real estate and we needed to be in casinos. So basically, in a nutshell, that's basically what I'm saying. Well, thank you for agreeing with me, Jennifer. So the idea here, Jen, is that if you believe in me, help me make this happen. You understand? Like, in other words, just simply agreeing with me, and I love you for that, it's not enough. In other words, help me make this become a reality. How do you do that? You send a super chat. It's that simple. It could be, I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's $10, $5, because the idea is to get enough. This is the key. Listen to me. If enough people come to these live streams, you understand? And then if enough people give these super chats, we got it. It's going to happen. And then once it happens, it starts the domino effect. It starts the domino effect. Once again, I could hire a securities firm. I could get top-notch people behind me. We could register an offering with the SEC. And now everybody can get an interest. They can get involved on a more serious level, but it has to start somewhere. Crazy WTF, this guy. So that's the thing. You want to laugh. If enough people, right, would just come to this live stream and actually just give the super chats, I actually think that this thing could be done very quickly. It really wouldn't be, it could be something like, I'll just give you a for instance. Like, let's just say I started generating a tremendous audience in these live streams. And everybody, started giving $5 super chats, $10 super chats. I got people who even gave me $100 super chat, $50 super chats. The thing is, this could happen very, very quickly. And before you know it, I already have like the location probably under contract. We'll be ready to go. And then I can start taking things seriously. But unfortunately, it's this procrastination. It's the procrastination of people who basically go into one of three categories. Either people who hate me, they just don't like me, which it has nothing to do with me. This is really something for all of us. Or the second, people that maybe do like me, but they don't trust me. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say to both of those people. Okay. You tried it already one way. You tried it one way, didn't you? You tried it. You went into the stock market. You did everything right? You did everything according to the rules. You bought AMC, you held it, you did everything you had to do. How did it turn out? Did it turn out too well? AMC is technically worth, if you consider the 1-for-10 reverse stock split, under $1. It's like something like 70, 80 cents or whatever it is. So it didn't work out. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Retail lost $350 billion. So why not try a different approach, right? You already tried that. The result is everybody lost $350 billion, okay? So why not just be a little open-minded and say, let me try something different? Maybe this Apefather is making a little bit of sense. And then the next thing you know, you'll see a project completed. It'll probably generate billions and billions of dollars. And then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to get involved now. But now you're gonna get involved with confidence. You're gonna get involved, with an educational decision because you'll be able to see everything. You follow me? See, right now it's all talk. That's why super chats is the only way to go. You can't really register anything right now. No one would do it. There's no one that would put up. I already know this for a fact. Like, I'm having hard times getting people to do super chats. You think I'm going to have people put up $500,000 or people put up $1 million? So that's why I'm not offering an investment right now. There's no investment opportunity. This is not a solicitation for an investment because there's nothing to base it on. You follow me? But once you actually have the first project built and you see the revenues, you see what's coming in, you see the management, you see how it's doing, you know what I mean? Now you can make an educated decision. And that's when I could get a securities firm to put together a prospectus and an offering. Obviously, that would be approved by the SEC. What's up, King Abyss? What's up, Vin Gasoline? What's up, Daniel? Hmm. It makes me laugh when people say I'm a scam, right? When Ken Griffin scammed all of you. Okay. And you know what's crazy is that none of you say anything bad about this guy. So that's why it keeps me believing that you either work for him in some way, he's paying you, because it just amazes me how you praise a guy who basically robs money from people. The guy is a freaking, in my opinion, the guy's worse than Bernie Madoff. But you never see anybody say anything negative about this guy because it's. I really believe that you're on his payroll. I call them Citadel snakes. Again, I'll say it's alleged because I can't prove it, but that's just what I believe. You got an average down bed, let me tell you, pal. Funny. Listen, King Abyss, God bless you, brother. I wish you all the best. I really wish you all the best, but I'm not investing any more of my money in the stock market, brother. I'm just not doing it. I refuse to put my money in a place that's being controlled by the 1%, the corrupt 1%. Just not doing it no more. If you want to do it, I mean, I think you're a psychopath. Don't take it the wrong way, but listen, I'm not a financial planner, so you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for you. It's just not, we don't have to. I like being in control. See, this is the key. I like controlling my own destiny. I don't like it where I have absolutely no control over my future. And when you put your money in the stock market, you have no control over your future. You're counting on CEOs to do a good job. You're counting on people like Gary Gensler that if there is anything fraudulent going on, that he's actually going to do his job and enforce justice. You know what I mean? You're counting on it being a fair marketplace, which obviously it's not, because you got guys like Ken Griffin who's using every illegal tactic to make money and getting away with it. Okay, so I just don't understand why you'd want to continue putting your money in something where you have virtually no chance of winning. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Retail lost $350 billion last year. Citadel made 16 billion. So I just don't want to keep repeating that, but those are the facts. Okay, and it's like I don't know. How could you do the same mistake again? I mean, don't you think that's kind of retarded? Don't you? Don't you think that maybe you need to get an MRI in a brain that you want to repeat the same process again? Listen, in real estate, you're in control. You understand? There's no Ken Griffin. There's no Adam Aaron. There's no Gary Gensler. There's just us. There's just me and you, baby. Okay. And the thing is that it's the most powerful cash generating friggin' business in the world. Online casinos, the casino business. You know what's going to wind up happening when I complete the first project? Like I keep saying this all the time. I guess there are some people that just, I don't know what it is. It's like they're just not visionaries. You know what I mean? You just don't have the vision. Some people do, and some people don't. And the people who don't have the vision, there's absolutely nothing you can do to help them. That's it. They're just completely visionless people. In other words, they'll only believe it when they see it. That's the thing. And I get that. But there are other people out there who do have vision and who understand what I'm saying and will get behind me. I just have to keep doing live streams. I have to just keep doing videos and eventually it'll happen. If you do a live on the third, I'll send you a super chat. Listen, Jennifer, I'm going to be doing a live, listen to me, not just on the 3rd, but every single day until this project is done. So it's totally okay, Jennifer. You don't have to do it right now. You could do it whenever you're comfortable doing it, Jennifer. I'm going to be doing a lot of these live streams. So, yes, I will do it on the 3rd, and I'll do it on the 4th, and I'll do it on the 5th, and I'll do it on the 6th. I'm going to keep doing this, Jennifer, until it's done. What's up, Angie? My wife is sleeping. Yeah, I'm not going to ever stop doing live streams. I'll keep doing these live streams for how long as it takes until this project is done. And I love you too, Angie. Look, once again, Bed Bath and Beyond and all this stuff. They just closed all the Bed Bath and Beyonds in my area. I mean, the company is finished, bro. Company is finished. They're shutting them down all around my neighborhood. Every Bed Bath and Beyond is being shut down. The only thing I like about this guy, Sex Pistols, is the McLovin pick. I love that movie super bad, but other than that, he's an idiot. I keep telling my mother and stepfather to invest in casinos. Good Lord, no, I spend enough money there. You want to know what I like about casinos? I'll tell you what I like about them. They're at least honest. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. Casinos have disclaimers all over the place that say this is for entertainment purposes only. You have all types of things like 1-800 Gambler. If you have a problem, they're not lying to you. The casinos actually flat out and come out and tell you the house always wins. They explain to you they have an advantage, in terms of the odds. So it's kind of like they're not. See, that's the thing is they're not lying to you. The thing about the stock market is they don't do that. You understand? The stock market gives you the impression that it's fair and that you have an opportunity to fairly make money. Now, you have no fair opportunity in the stock market, Elizabeth. It's very simple. It's very simple. The stock market is controlled by Ken Griffin. It's controlled by these 1% corrupt mother effers. And I hate to break it to all of you, they also control the cryptocurrency industry. Don't think they don't control the cryptocurrency. They control that. But for some reason, and I can't explain it, they don't control real estate. I don't know what it is. They don't control real estate. Like I said to you, I don't want to be redundant. I invest in real estate, I make money. My friends invest in real estate, they make money. My family invests in real estate, they make money. Every single person I've ever known in the history of my whole life has made money investing in real estate. Okay. But I would say 9 out of 10 people that I've met has lost everything in the stock market. Everybody loses money in the stock market. Like I'll give you an example, right? I buy gold from this place called Waretown, Golden Coins, right? So the owner there, Mike, really, really great guy. Okay. We were talking one day and he said to me, Rich, I got to tell you something. I used to be a day trader. He told me. I said, he says, I lost basically all my money. He said, I lost over $1 million. I lost everything. He goes, and after that, I wisened up. I started buying gold. I started investing in real estate. He goes, I'm doing better than ever. My life is tremendous. He goes, but when I was in the stock market, he goes, I lost everything. I lost over $1 million. So I hear these stories a lot. I hear these stories a lot. No one makes money in the stock market, but yet the reason why I think that the stock market and the cryptocurrency industry is so appealing to people, it's because you don't need a lot of money to get started. Like you could literally buy, like example, you could open up a Robinhood account and put $1 in a stock if a stock is $1. Or if like cryptocurrency is $1, you could put $1. So people get it in their minds because it's very affordable and it's very easy that that's the right approach. But remember, it's controlled and it's rigged. Gold is not an investment, but let me tell you something, King Abyss. Do you want to know why I like putting money in gold? I'll tell you the reason why. when the coronavirus hit and they shut down everything, they shut down the whole country, they shut down the whole world. I had gold, okay? And I was able to sell gold, and I lived like a king during the coronavirus. I mean, I was calm as a bunny. So to me, what gold is gold is not an investment. Gold is for emergencies. That's what it's for. It's for, God forbid, if something like what happened with the coronavirus, if something like that happens, it protects you. That's it. That's the only reason I don't ever put money into gold for an investment. I put gold for protection purposes for emergencies. But let me ask you a question, brother. King Abyss. I'm not trying to be mean to you, okay? Do you really think that pizza or ice cream trucks are going to make more money than casinos? like, do you really think that? Do you believe that for a second? That an ice cream truck is going to make more money? Okay, let me just give you an example. Atlantic City is actually one of the lowest earning casino industries in Atlantic City. The top one is Macau. Then after Macau, you got Las Vegas. Okay, so Atlantic City is probably like number three. The Bagada. Let me just give you an example, okay, of how much money. Now, this again is not the top industry. The top industry is in Macau. The Bagada earns $124 million a month. Okay, I want to repeat that. $124 million a month. Do you think your pizzeria and ice cream trucks are going to make that? I don't think so. So the bottom line is this: it's already past 30 minutes. Um, Jennifer's a beautiful person. She said she'll support me on the third. Obviously, all you people are just here to hate. Big gasoline. God bless you. He's a good person. Like I said, I value my time. You know what I mean? I can't stay on these live streams if there's no support. You know what I mean? There's got to be support. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just sit here and argue with everybody all night. So I'll give it 2 more minutes. If we get some support in, I'll stay. If we don't, I'm just going to end it because I don't have time. Listen to me. I don't have time to fight with all of you people. I just, I don't. But I'll give it a few more minutes. So what I believe is going to happen is this. Here's what I believe. I believe that when the first project is built, it's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy to do the second project and the third project. It's going to be like taking candy from a baby. But the first project is going to be hard like a mother effer because, again, people think that I'm some kind of a bad person. They hate me. They don't like me. They don't trust me. But the funny thing is, the person that you should truly hate is Ken Griffin. He's the one you should hate, not me. But you got it backwards. I'm one of you. I'm a guy who put up my money in this play, who wanted to make life changing wealth, who wanted to make generational wealth. I'm one of you. I was a cheerleader for AMC, and I got screwed just like all of you got screwed. But for some reason, instead of being mad at Adam Aaron, instead of being mad at Ken Griffin, Gary Gensler, you're mad at me. Have a great night, Jennifer. God bless. We'll see you on the third. But you see, Lavoy crime syndicate. Listen to me. You're a very stupid person. You're laughing. You're saying that you need $900 million to start. I just explained to you that retail lost $350 billion. Let me repeat. Do you understand billion with a B? I don't know if you're hearing me. In 2022, retail lost $350 billion, meaning this money was just transferred to the hedge funds. It was completely effing squandered. Okay. So you're laughing at 900 million when we all lost 350 billion. You're an idiot. 900 million is peanuts compared to what retail lost. Okay. That same 350 billion, you could have had a dynasty of casinos. You could have had an empire. You could have had casinos that span throughout the whole globe. Okay, you're talking about 900 million. Retail lost 350 billion. God bless you, Jennifer. But anyway, listen, I got to get going. You guys just want to fight. I'll be back soon. I have no time for this. No offense. V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Super chats are not any type of investment. Remember, there is no solicitation for any investments going on here. It's for entertainment purposes, and everything I said is for entertainment purposes. God bless.